Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie. I'm in my PJs, so sorry about that. It's 5 o'clock Sunday morning, about 4:40. Alright, so this session on life coaching is going to be very short. It is about how to get out of your comfort zone and putting yourself out there. And next week, just sneak peek before I forget, and the last one of the life coaching series is how to be more successful. So, and I didn't plan any more, and based on the numbers, I'm not really thrilled about it. So I'm going to restructure and work on some life coaching stuff when I get better ideas, so it's not gone forever, these therapy sessions, but I clearly need to do some work. So I'm gonna next week will be the last one for a bit, but not forever. Anyway, let's get into it. What do we need to know about getting ourselves out there? Let's get some talking points. Whew, flew right out. Compassion. This is about having compassion for yourself through your nerves, through blunders, when things don't go as well as we plan. Harmony. This is about going after our divine purpose, what's calling to us. Usually when we want to put ourselves out there, we're feeling called to do something. How do we get out of our comfort zone? We need our life to change. So how do we do that? By chasing what makes us harmonious. These are just talking points. We're going to get further into it. And patience as the last one. Perfect. Patience is a virtue not all of us have. So let's break down compassion and see where they're going with that. We're using a new deck from my wonderful Amy, who sent me a whole box. Alright, so let's see. For compassion, what do we need to know about this? I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. When we want to put ourselves out there, the first thing we think about is all the times that we failed, whether that's relationships, interviews, friendships, whatever it is. We think about all the times it went wrong. There's our first mistake. By thinking about before, you're projecting before onto today. And if you are a manifester, you don't want to manifest the wrong things. Forgive yourself for choosing wrong, for not getting things, for not going after things before, for not knowing better, for not knowing enough. Before was before, today is today. This is the first step in getting out of your comfort zone, is letting go of that soul tie, that connection to all of the traumas of your past failures, or all the times we focus on all the times we tried something and it went wrong, but what we forget to see is all the times we tried something and it went really great. Like, we even surprised ourselves. And when you really sit down and write, those are really hard to think of. But if you had to sit down and write all of the bad things that happened in your life, you could fill out a page like that. We need to retrain our minds to pay more attention to when it happens in the positive way than it does in the negative way. That's training. It takes work. So every time you set out to go do something and you immediately think, well, I don't want to go on this date, and I'm guilty of this too, but I work on it all the time. The last time I went on the date, I ended up paying for everything, and the guy was a jerk. I'm expecting this guy to be a jerk too. Last date, I'm not even going to think about that. That person wasn't for me. That's why it was so horrible. So if this one isn't for me, it will be exposed, and I will move on. Look at it as a positive instead of a negative. Beautiful. So what about harmony? The void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. This sometimes can talk about getting out of your comfort zone, like I think they're bringing up wombs because a lot of people, like before they have kids, they want to have like everything checked off the box. And this is when Spirit is saying like, you can't plan life. Like you're never going to be fully ready for things. You just got to leap. And you got to leap blindly and you got to trust. Like, yes, there's practicality in it, but you can't be so practical that you squash your own dreams. And I am a big self-sabotager and manifesting for this very reason myself. So I'm not preaching at you, but it's like, the unknown is so scary. Not knowing what is going to happen or if it will be better or if the outcome will be the way that you want or not expecting what the first day is going to be like or if you're going to like it. These are all reasons that keep people rooted in their spot. The fear of the unknown is the number one roadblocker for everyone. Okay, so you have to let go of, again, it's retraining your mind. And the first thing we think when there's change, what if it's so much worse? I'm comfortable here. I like my stuff. I like my routine. But you forget that was once a new place or a first day and you felt this very thing and you slowly worked through it and it became a routine and it became your normal. It didn't just start out your normal. You had to work and make that your normal and you have that same skill set then that you do now. So if you did it once, if you did it twice, if you did it 3 times, don't you think you can do it 4 times? Like no matter what it is, like I lost my job. I don't know what's going to happen. Panic. I lost my job because the universe is telling me that job made me miserable and I hated it. So this is just going to push me to get a better job faster. Or something is going to, like you're going to walk outside and you're going to see a billboard now hiring and be like, oh wow, that seems like a cool place to work. Or you're going to walk in someplace and you're going to see a hiring sign. Like I'm just saying, it works in mysterious ways when you give up the fear of not having an answer, not having a plan, not having a routine, and not being codependent on routines. Whether that's diet routines, sleeping routines, pooping routines, sex routines. Like, I laugh at my friends all the time. I'm at the age, you watch the movies when you're a kid and it's like, I'm never going to schedule sex in. Like, I remember watching movies in the 80s where women were like, I'm tired. And I never wanted to do it. I'm never going to be like that. And all my friends are not like that. Like, I'm not sleeping with my husband. I work 11-hour shift and I have 3 kids. Like, I don't have time for that. It's like, everything comes for full circle when you change the perspective of, that's never going to happen to me, and then it happens to you and you panic because your biggest fear happened. Or you won't leave a job. Technically speaking, I hate my job so much. On a spiritual level, I'm just supposed to walk out the door and trust Spirit's got me. But I fought like hell to get this place that I just don't want to deal with the stress of having to find a job right away. I'd rather have a job in place, but that's a lesson I learned. These are the things that you tick off as you learn to embrace the unknown. I got booted on my butt out of the blue. 15-year relationship. Going through some serious shit. And I didn't know where I was going to live. What job. I didn't even have a job at the time because it was the COVID thing. You know what I mean? Like, my whole world went like this. I had nowhere to stay, nowhere to go, no plan. And I fell apart. And now nothing is scary to me because at that moment, I thought my life was, like, never going to be good. And I am thriving. You will surprise yourself what happens when you just throw yourself at the void and you're not scared of it anymore. You're not scared of the unknown. You're willing to just go with the flow. There's so much freedom in that. This is what gets me. Like, when I first started YouTube, I couldn't go do Life with Lizzie and walk around. Like, I don't know if you guys realize, like, I'm just walking in a store with a laptop. I don't have a crew. I don't have anyone around me. Can you imagine just shopping and you just see a girl, like, You see me on there. I don't edit. I don't leave any, I don't touch it at all. It is 100% authentic. I don't go in there and prep time. You're seeing me live from the minute I walk in the store. I don't go in and pick out stuff ahead of times. I usually been in the store a million times and know where stuff is, but I'm just pop flying it, and that's the magic of it. Just going in there and seeing what happens. And I couldn't do that 2 years ago because I was so scared of the unknown. It stopped me from challenging myself. It stopped me from putting myself out there. Now I can talk in front of a room. I'll yell at any motherfucker. I'm a ballsy bitch, and it all came from letting go of, I don't know what's going to happen, or I don't know if I'm going to have comfort. Comfort is a luxury, boo-boo. Be thankful you have it at any time, but it's not guaranteed. And you gotta uproot that from your life to have true freedom and to put yourself out there. And just like every time you just throw your hat in the wind, it's either gonna land on your head like a lucky shot, or it's gonna blow away and you're just gonna have to walk a few feet and get it. At least you tossed it up to see what happens. You can say you tossed your hat in the ring. Let's talk about patience. Shoot your shots, people. You might regret the outcome, but you won't regret the actual shot. How often do you say, well, it didn't, or here, it didn't work out the way I wanted, but I'm glad I did it because now I know. It's a saying for a reason. Holy, half the deck. Highest patience here. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. So this is for people who really struggle with, like me. I'm really smart with certain things on the internet, but I'm really bad at marketing and editing videos, stuff that's simple. To people, I'm like, what? I don't get it. I don't edit for a reason. I swear I feel like an 80-year-old woman trying to use a computer for the first time. Ew. I'm not a tech-savvy person. I say it a million times, I was raised by a hippie. I was almost 11 before I even got a TV. Okay, so technology is not my friend. But it is in investigations. I know how to search things, URLs, and I can track all day. But I can't build websites. And you just got to understand that you have expertise and knowledge in some things, and some things you're just not going to know. You have to be patient with your learning. You have to be patient with your life process, and you have to be patient with yourself. When you're trying to date for the first time, if you just get the bubblies and you get nervous and you keep bowing out of dates because you're not ready. You're not healed. When somebody is healed and confident and ready for love, they are putting on their lipstick. They still have nerves, right? Or doing their hair, putting on their cologne. This is going to be good. I hope it's good. That's healthy. Whereas, why am I doing this? This is so stupid. I don't even want to go. It's your body's way of saying you're not ready. Trust that. Be patient with that. It's okay to not be ready to leave your comfort zone. Thinking about it is also step one. What would it be like in the positive, not the negative? Don't picture it in your mind going wrong 80 times. Think about it going right 100 times. Picture all the right scenarios that could come from it that helps calm you down. Have patience with your nerves. Have patience with yourself. When you put yourself out there, you're going to fail, and then you're going to fail, and then you're going to fail again, and then you're going to fail, and then you're going to fall on your face, and you're going to cry and be like, why me? Why is this happening to me? And you're going to boost yourself up, and you're going to get a little bit of success, and you're going to be like, all right, I got my stuff, and then you're going to fall on your face, and then you're going to get rejected again, and then you're going to fail, and then you're going to fail, and then you're going to fail, and you're going to be like, I quit, I'm done, and then something's going to happen, and be like, no, I really love this, I'm going to try one more time, and that one more time is magic. It's an ebb and flow. Chase your dream, never give up. But the point blank period, you can't get anywhere in this life if you don't get off your booty and try. That is how you I could go on all day about this, but the only thing that's going to get you up out of your comfort zone, get you out there, is you deciding to get up. Just get up and walk through the door without any expectations. Blind faith that no matter what, it's going to be better than this. You know? It's not easy. It's not easy leaving your comfort zone, especially if you are an earth sign. I mean, all signs have connections to their routines, but earth signs are very, very prominent for practicality and needing routine and structure. And I feel like whenever we shake up our work routine or our home routine, we are the hardest ones to bounce back. Not that we don't. We're all resilient in our own way. So if you are struggling more with getting out of your comfort zone and you are an earth sign, it's because it's in your nature for a little bit of a pullback. Wait, is this practical? Is this wise? Is this cost effective? Are we wasting our life or are we doing something with it? We're thinkers. We're think tanks. And that's more of a curse than a blessing at times when it comes to getting off your butt and doing stuff. Now, all signs are like this. You all have attachments to certain things where I just felt the need. I counsel. When people are struggling the most with change, I find that I'm always dealing with Virgo, Capricorns, or Tauruses. I'm like, me too, but I have that Leo in me, and I think that's what makes me a ballsy person. But, you know, everybody has their hang-ups. It's not just earth signs. But I just want to know that if you are an earth sign, you're like, why am I always clinging to things and getting so on my routine, and then I have such a hard time letting go? It's your nature, boo-boo. Welcome to the earth element. We are clingers. We just gotta cling and nurture and help stuff grow. And then we don't want to leave the stuff we helped grow because we grew it. But we forget that we're just gonna take a little seed and we're gonna travel where we need to go. And we're gonna plant it and we're gonna nurture it. And that's gonna grow. And then one day, you're going to take a seed, and you're going to go into a new place, and you're going to plant it, and you're going to nurture it, and that's going to grow. We forget that our job isn't to stay and nurture the plant, but just to go and replant it. And then go and replant it. And then go and replant it. We're not supposed to have a comfort zone. As human beings, you have become clingy on domiciles, jobs, partners, hobbies, belief systems. You are so clingy that you don't leave any room for imagination, wonder, and let's just see what happens. I mean, there's more of us out there that are more daredevils. God bless you. I'm a practical motherfucker too. I ain't doing that. I'll break my leg. I'm too practical. So don't think I'm preaching at myself right here, bro. True story. I hate my job. I also am working on just walk the fuck out, bro. Just walk out. But I need a job in its place because I'm psycho like that. But I'm working on it. I'm looking for signs. What's next? That's still working on it. I've found that if I don't listen to spirit about the change and I just force change it, it just... So maybe just listen to signs as well. Signs led me to Amazon, which led me to the weight loss. Most of the weight loss that I wanted. I'm not done yet. Better pay. I got everything I checked off. But there's cons on there that I wasn't anticipating. And that's the whole mojo to this tea. You can't anticipate life. You just gotta go with it. You just gotta do it. You just gotta try. You just gotta have faith. You just gotta get up and throw your hat in the ring. It, like I said, might land on your top of your head like a boss, Like one of them fluke throws that only happens once. You might get lucky on the first throw. You might throw your hat and it might boomerang and come back to you, but it takes a minute, which means you got to work for that success. But that hat is already turned and on its way back to your head. Or you could just throw that hat and the wind takes it and you ain't never going to see it again. That hat must have been a shitty hat for your head any dang way. That is how I philosophize shit around here. I just make up my own sayings. It makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you. If not, I'm really sorry. But I just confused you. Just do it, like Nike says. Nike was actually a god in the spiritual world, not just like a symbol on your t-shirts. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Say it. What movie is that from? I feel like it's Rob Schneider's face. Just do it. That's what I keep saying. Anyway, I'll see you all next week for our last life coaching session for just a little bit. And it is about how to be more successful. That's going to be a big one. And I'm trying to make them shorter. So hopefully you like this one. If you do, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you all later. Bye. To all my subscribers, I love you. Thank you for being here, for all of your support. Like, I'm a dick. Why didn't I say that earlier? How rude of me. I slapped my own face for you. I am appreciative of everything. All of you who send me love and light, I send it back to you 20 times over. And I send you blessings and happiness and healing and good health and fortune. And anyone who's sending me the evil eye, I want to send you a slap, but I think I'm just going to send you a hug instead because I think you need it. You need to be loved more because you're angry. Toodaloo, boo-boos, boy!